Ganotherapy. So maybe some of you had heard about Ganotherapy before, or some of you are very new to DXN or doesn't know DXN not at all. Maybe you are new to DXN. Okay, Ganotherapy, the word itself, it came from the therapy that we are using Ganoderma. So basically, DXN is 20 years. Now we are moving into 29 years. So we are 28 years company who are producing a good quality Ganoderma products. And apart from that, we do have other super nutritional food. Okay, so basically these Ganotherapies comes from Ganoderma therapy. Okay, so it's a combination of Ganotherapy. Okay, so actually when we go into the part of health, okay, there are two approaches that we could able to ideally differentiate. Okay, one is the natural food. Okay, the another one component is the conventional medicine. Okay, so natural food is what we are consuming every day. So for example, the approach is holistic. Let's say we are eating a piece of fruit a day today, and that piece of fruit, it will be absorbed into each and every cell of the body. It means it goes to your brain as a food, it goes to your stomach as the stomach all to be built up, it goes to your kidney, it goes to your liver. So it goes to holistically entire body of a human system. That we call as a holistic way of health approach. Okay, that's natural food. But when it comes to conventional medicine, we are not taking medications every day unless we have been diagnosed with any particular diseases. Okay, let's say we are taking a tablet for a stomach ache. What it will be goes into, it goes to your stomach, absorbed, and goes to your bloodstream. And from the bloodstream, it will goes to the particular area of the pain. Okay, so that we call as a segmental. Okay, let's say we're taking a painkiller for muscle pain or muscle ache. Okay, so it goes to the muscle which the pain is. That is considered as a segmental. Okay, it's not holistic entire body. That's why when it focuses on natural food, it focuses on the health or wellness of a particular human body system. But when it comes to conventional medicine, okay, it particularly we are treating a diseases or we are treating a condition. Let's say we have a person who has diagnosed with diabetic. So we are treating him for a diabetic disease. Let's say a person has a neurodegenerative condition. So we are treating that particular patient for neurodegenerative condition. So that is mainly for diseases. Okay, method. Natural food we are consuming for the purpose of prevention. Okay, people say prevention is better than cure, but unfortunately, in a conventional medicine, not for all the diseases we could able to find a cure. Maybe you could hear about like one person is taking diabetic medication for more than 20 years. If we could say conventional medicine can cure diabetic, I mean, that person should be stopping medication maybe after 10 years because it's already cured. Again, some of you might heard that cancer doesn't have a cure. Yes, we can't able to find a cure for cancer yet. But everyone who are living in the earth could able to prevent the condition to be happen. We can prevent diabetic. We can prevent cancer to be appear. So we can prevent all the diseases that can be appear in the body. It's in our choice. As I say, your health, it's your responsibility. Okay, when it comes to product or the component that we are taking in, normally the natural food, it call it as a supplement. But my personal view in DXN itself, we can't call it as a supplement. Okay, supplement is something like we need additionally what we are eating. But when we're taking DXN or a particularly superb nutritional food, it contains the daily need of her human system. For example, it has carbohydrate, which is needs for your energy. It adds proteins and amino acids, which is needed for your synthesis of your cells and also the other component of your organelles. Okay, it do as fatty acids, which is required for your cell formation as well. So that is not a supplement which is additionally that a person is needed. It is the daily nutrition needed by every human being to build the cell and also to repair the cells. Okay, but when it comes to conventional medicine, which is drugs, we only requires when there is any system goes wrong. Let's say we have a stomach upset. Okay, maybe we would able to take some ORS. Okay, it's a stomach upset, so we take drugs. Let's say we have a headache, so we have taken a Capox as a migraine medication, or paracetamol, or Ponstan. That is a something chemical component composite together which we are consuming to relieve certain condition. That is drugs. The ultimate goal of natural food is for the wellness. As I say, conventional medicine is meant for the part of correction. If someone has a systemic disorder, so then we need to correct the systemic disorder. We need to correct the symptoms. Okay, so these are the two differences that we could able to see from the natural food into conventional medicine. So ultimately, what we are looking into here in today's topic is Ganotherapy. It's more towards holistic approach, and to prevent the upcoming diseases is can be happen. It is not supplement itself, but it is a daily requirement of superb nutritional food. Okay, so we are moving towards wellness so that we do not need to correct any impairment later part. Okay, so let's face it. There are 4 pillars of health. Okay, the first one is positive mental attitude, health lifestyle, healthy diet, and supplementation. Okay, when I say a positive mental attitude, okay, whenever I hear any motivational talk, okay, when people say mental attitude, the first thing that will comes into my mind is, where is our mind? Okay, mind is located in each and every cell of your body system. Okay, I've been mentioned this before, but I would like to mention this again. Our body system is started from a single cell. Okay, from the single cell, it multiplies into a organ. Okay, so when it multiplies into an organ, okay, then it multiplies into a tissue. From a tissue, it develops into an organ. From different type of organs, it builds a system. So it means when a mind is very clear in terms of positive attitude, the system that it's going to be built, it will be very good in terms of the coordination. Okay, healthy lifestyle, where we are going, what we are doing every day. Are we going jogging every day? Are we going walking? Are we completing 5,000 steps in a day? Okay, so all these questions has to come into your mind. Are we going cycling? Are we going any sport activity? So ask yourself, are we doing this? Am I doing this? Okay, so healthy diet. And then is to consider healthy diet. When I'm asking people, I would say, I'm taking healthy diet. What are you taking? I'm taking vegetable every day. But when I ask them what type of vegetable that you are taking in, they would say, I will take spinach, I will take kangkong, I will take all these greeny vegetables. But remember, variety of vegetables and colorful component of a diet is needed. Not necessarily it has to be a vegetarian, not necessarily that not be non-veggie. So it could be you are vegetarian or non-vegetarian, okay? The thing that we need to put it in our mind, it should be variety in a way. It will give a balanced type of diet, okay? But nowadays, every day, certain people would say, what do you have taken for your lunch? Pizza. What do you have taken for your dinner? Bread. What do you have taken for your breakfast? Bread. So almost 90% of the diet, it composes of carbohydrate. We would say, I've taken different variety of food, but the component of the diet itself is carbohydrate. Okay, so you need to look into what part of food that we are taking every day in our daily life. Supplementation. That's our main topic in today's lecture. When we say supplementation, or I would rather mention it is nutritional needed value component in our body. Okay, we go into that particular part. Okay, when we consider why all these unhealthy component comes into our mind, it's about two things. One is about toxin and also imbalance. So all these toxins and imbalance of our body can cause from the internal and external factors, like for example, stress, modern life, free radicals. Okay, free radicals, it can be happen from your stress life. Maybe you are having a stress at office, you're having a stress at your family. So all these things could able to be increase your free radicals. Okay, air pollution, polluted waters, chemicals, drugs, extra and extra. So chemicals, maybe people might think that, okay, I'm not eating any chemicals, but believe me, each and every food that we are consuming today has a few percentage of chemicals into it. If you ask me, rice, does it have a chemical? Yes, it has. Vegetable, has it a chemical? Yes, it has. Let's say I ask a question, fruits, it's a very nutritional food. Does it have a chemical? Yes, it is. Pesticides, herbicides that you are using for the vegetables, GMO component they are doing, it's everything. Let's say the material that we are wearing today, it has chemicals into, which is absorbing into our small pores of the body. So everyday life we are exposing to toxins. These toxins would also can induce us into imbalance. So what we are trying to say, okay, eat too much, it's one of the habit to be reduced. Eat too often, it has to be reduced also. Eat too fast, okay, do not, because we do not have enough enzymes in our body. Okay, so we need to eat, chew the food, and also can able to absorb it. Okay, so eat too much of acidic food, it's one of the component that has to be avoided. Eat too much of cooked food. Eat too little greeny veggies. Eat too much of cold or raw food. So all these components can come into the picture, which can induce toxins and imbalance. Okay, so today's topic, we are focusing on body as the best doctor. Okay, as I say, your body could able to talk to you, interact with you, but it's just that we need to be consciously identify what is the signals that body is giving us every day. Okay, if we can consciously identify, you can talk to your soul, you can talk to your body, you can realize what is the differences that your body are giving, so you could able to take full responsibility of your body health. That what we're going to focus for today's topic. Okay, so the first thing, first level defense, what does it will be consist of? Second level defense, how your body defends yourself from the toxins, okay, or viruses, whatever. Virus is a type of toxins also. Okay, and then the third one is the third level of defense, what it does. Okay, all this defense system, it is built in within a human body system by God. God has given us a wonderful system to repair ourselves and to identify what are the unneeded material in our body. But we did not realize what is the fantastic super intelligent system which is given to us. Okay, let's say focus into first level defense system. Okay, the first level defense system is the discharge phase. Toxins will be discharged from the body as sweat, urine, phlegm. Okay, phlegm is the mucus that it will come out when you cough. That's phlegm. Okay, stool. Okay, maybe sometimes you could able to see your urine is in a different color. So it means you have taken a certain component which is not needed by your body system. So it will be aspirated through the urine so that it will not damage the body. Sometimes we will be having a very bad sweat. Why it is happening? Because it could able to remove the toxin from the way that the sweat is coming out, so it can be vaporized. And sometimes the stool will be very very smelly or in a different color. Okay, maybe it will be blackish or it will be greenish. Okay, so what your body does is that it remove the unwanted chemical compound or whatever that you have taken from the body so that it can save the body. So this is a thing that I'm trying to tell you. Interact with your body. Realize what's happening in our body. Okay, sometimes when we wake up, we will wash our face and then we will brush, we will bathe, we will dress up, go to work, come back, we will bathe, and then we'll sleep. That's it. We not even will be look into our body interaction or communications. Okay, realize and consciously identify the communications or signals, I would say. Okay, so that the body is giving to you. Okay, and the second level of defense system is put aside, where toxins, uh, our body has a very automated system, you know. When you're putting in a lot of toxins, okay, it will induce headache, or it will induce a muscle ache, or it will induce a stomach upset. It will do that for few years. Okay, but body also has the automated stabilizing system. It can't continuously doing that for 10 years or 20 years. So you're tired of doing this. So your brain will signal to the second level defense. The second level defense, what it will do, the toxins which is accumulated, where your kidney tired of removing it, your liver is tired of detoxifying it. So your toxins will be crystallized and combined with the inert materials that we are consuming. The inert materials, it can be minerals, or it can be any type of hormones that we are consuming. So it could be anything. So when it's combined together with these inert minerals, it crystallizes into uric acid. So that's the reason why most people has kidney stones. Okay, most people has gallbladder stones. Okay, so all these stones, we are not eating stones, right? But eventually we are getting stones in our body. Okay, how it is formed? Your body has defensed it so that it accumulated in a small amount in a certain part of it, so that the toxins will not be moving around your body. So that's why most people are getting cysts. Okay, most people are getting a liquid type of growth. Okay, so all these are accumulation of toxins. Your body can't able to remove it, so it put aside. Okay, you stay here, don't move anywhere. If you move, then it will damage your other organs. Okay, so all these inert materials to form cholesterol and fat. So not only it will be forming stones or uric acids, okay, it will form cholesterol and fat. That's why we have visceral fat, which the fat we are taken with the unlimited amount. So it will be put aside with the visceral. So it will be there. It would not be disturbing your heart. It would not be disturbing your liver. If it is goes to the heart, what will happen? It will block the heart. So I've been seeing a person who is 150 kg, but he doesn't have a heart block. Okay, he's fat, he is obese, but his ECG is normal. So the second level defense system is how fantastic and how super intelligent is they, where it accumulates fat around the body so that it would not be clogged in between the blood vessels to form atherosclerosis. But your second level defense system is not working properly, then it will form atherosclerosis. Atherosclerosis is something like your fat will accumulate in between your blood vessels, so it will block the blood circulations. Okay, so please be cautiously see your body, how it is responding, the type of a reaction that you are having. The third one, it's already body as exhausted. As I said, the second defense system body is tired, not exhausted yet. But the second level of defense system body is exhausted. Maybe, let's say for example, you are having a condition that not enough oxygen into your brain. Okay, you are not breathing properly. You are not taking enough oxygenated food. You have a lot of free radicals. So you might have very frequent headache. So when we have a very frequent headache, what we will do, we will take a Ponstan. We will take a painkiller. Some people will take some balm and apply it and will sleep for a while and wake up and go back to work. So that will continuous for few years. So but when it reach at certain stage where your brain cannot take it, it start to form tumor, or it will have a hemorrhage. Hemorrhage is a rupture of blood vessels. So when your body cannot tolerate with the ignorance that you have, then it started to form tumor. So these toxins which cannot be discharged from the body after a long period of time will develop into a health problem such as tumor. So that's why when we in a medical field, when a patient asks us, what is the cause of tumor that I'm having? We can't able to give one reason. We normally will tell them it would have multiple reasons. Maybe it could be genetics, maybe it could be poor immune systems, your defense system is not working. Maybe it could be food, maybe it could be environment. It could be a lot of factors can be contributing to developing tumor. So we can't able to say one cause for one tumor. We don't have answer for that. Okay, so it has a lot of factors which can contribute. Okay, but when we take initiative, understand the signals that body is giving to us, then we would not reaching the third level defense system. Let's say as I said, when you're having a headache, so please identify why you're having headache every week, every month. Maybe it's not enough oxygen or not enough nutrition. So how we could able to improvise? When we have improvised from the signals that the body is giving to us, then it will not enter to the part of disease. Okay, so that is the main purpose of why we have extracted Ganoderma and we have come up with this superb nutritional food, okay, which we call it as Ganocilium, which is GL, and we have Gano, which is RG. Okay, GL, it supports the body balancing. I would say Ganocilium, it's the Ganoderma lucidum, which we have harvested for 18 days, which is full of oxygen. Okay, so whenever we are taking that, it will be stabilize our body, providing oxygen to the millions of cells within our body system. Okay, when we're taking RG, which is Gano, which we will be harvesting it after 90 days, that will be used to remove the detoxification, because our body is not capable of removing mineral soluble or we could say that oil soluble toxins. We have water soluble and also we have oil soluble. So water soluble can be removed from by the urine, sweat, and all those kind of excretory system. But when it's a oil soluble or fat soluble toxins, it has to be induced, it has to be pushed. Okay, so this RG will give a push to your liver, it will give push to your kidney so that the detoxification process can be accelerated, it can be induced. So it will be fasten the process. Do not need to wait until it reach the third defense system, which forming the tumor. Okay, so that is the two main major component which we have in DXN to support the body system, okay, which is the GL and also RG. Okay, how it is formed or how Ganotherapy has been formed in basis of what? We have the first observational theory. Okay, I will go one theory by one theory. Okay, so the first observational theory: all health problem of the human body arises of two main causes: toxins and also imbalance of body system. If you ask me, is it a bacterial infection is toxins or imbalance? It's toxins. Virus, it's toxins. Food, chemicals, it's toxins. What is imbalance? Okay, imbalance is something like we have hormone imbalance in our body. Let's say we have enzyme imbalance in our body. So that is considered as the imbalance of certain component which is needed by our body, because we do not provide enough nutrition for the synthesizing of the particular hormone or particular proteins or particular enzymes. Okay, toxins that we are taking every day, when we are consuming or when we are taking or when we are exposed, let's say air polluted, when we expose. So when we are inhaling, it will go to your bronchus, it will go to your trachea, it will go to your lungs eventually. So it will deposits. Okay, then it goes into the tumor stage. Okay, so every condition of body system not functioning properly, it can be classified only into two main components. One is toxin and another one is imbalance. Okay, please remember that. As a gynotherapist, if anyone asks why I'm having this condition, see, it's only main because of two: toxin and imbalance. There is no other component. The second observational theory: Ganoderma supports the body. Body takes care of its own health problem. It's very simple rule, you know. Okay, so when we feed a tree, when we water the tree, when we feed with certain fertilizers, so it will grow. Once it's grow, it will give fruits. And then the fruit will fall down, it will make another one more tree. Am I right? It's very simple in that way. Okay, so the same goes thing for our second observational theory. Our body requires a food nutrient to function properly. When we give a required food nutrition to the body, your body can function properly as to be as God has designed. Ganoderma gives superb nutritional food to the body. As I said, it gives carbohydrate, it gives proteins, it gives fatty acids, it gives minerals, it gives also vitamins. Okay, so I will go into the part of vitamins and minerals in the different theory. Okay, so basically these Ganoderma supports the body, and body will take care of the damages which has been happened previously because of toxins and imbalance. And the third one is the reaction is caused by the body, not by the Ganoderma. It has been observed that the Ganoderma works on the human body with or without awareness. Okay, so for example, okay, when a person comes to us, okay, and asks us, I'm having a very bad constipation every day, okay, and we also tell them, okay, we will be giving you RGGL, Morinzi, and Spirulina. Let's say we have do that. Okay, but when we are giving that, okay, when the person is consuming all these components, your body knows the best where or which organ this particular repairing part has to be go to. Maybe the constipation is not because of the colon, or it could be because of the small intestinal where the food is not digested properly because it has a very bad ulceritis in the small intestine. So we can give Ganoderma, but the body will detect it in a way where it is required, in an urgent matter. Okay, so it will go to repair the urgency first before it can repair the other part of it. That's why we call as reflexology of emotional and physical ailment of reflection. So the body knows the best. When we are giving Ganoderma, the body knows, okay, I have to absorb this and go in repair kidney, go and repair liver. But we wouldn't know when the point that we are giving that particular Ganoderma that would repair kidney, that would repair liver, because we can't able to realize the signals. So Ganoderma will be absorbed as a nutritional food by the body because it's a building block of the body. And the fourth observational theory, okay, dosage is depending on the situation. Okay, so we will start with one pair, the second week we'll start with the 2 pairs, and the third week we'll start with the 4 pairs. But pause, if you have any response, okay, then you stop there and then return back to 2, because we can't able to damage the body too much. It has to give some time. So, but if it doesn't have, it can able to maintain it, then you go to the 4th week, which with the 6 pairs. Then you can continue taking 6 pairs every day continuously. But if it is not manageable situation, that's why you're taking 4 pairs and suddenly you have dehydrated, you have constipation, you have if you have any symptoms, then you go back to the 2 pairs. So all these dosage is depending on how your body reacts towards the component that we are giving. So basically, what you need to observe, what body signals that you are receiving every day. Okay, so that's the 4 observational theory. It's about the Ganoderma. Okay, when it comes to food, okay, human body needs to eat alkaline food and acidic food in the ratio of 4 and 1, because we can't able to find every day we will be eating vegetables. Certain day we would crave for certain food, maybe burgers or anything. Okay, so that's why we put it a ratio as 4:1. Okay, so all this acidic food can be taken in a small amount and increase the amount of alkaline food. So that is the reason why we are encouraging to take DXN alkaline food, which is like RGGL, spica tea, linseed coffee, spirulina, morinzi, and especially coffee. Coffee is the best treatment for alkaline food purposes. Okay, some of our DXNers who are taking 6 coffee 6 times in a day. Okay, so coffee is the best medicine. People would say that laughter is the best medicine, but in DXN we would say that coffee is the best medicine. Okay, because it could able to repair a lot of part of the body, because we would extracted Ganoderma, put it up in the coffee, put it up in the tea, and we do have extraction of cordyceps into the coffee. Okay, so when we are drinking a coffee which contains cordyceps, so eventually you are drinking a beverage which would repair your body at the same point of time. When we are eating a processed food, I would say that you are buying a disease by eating a processed food. You are spending your own sweat money to buy a disease. But why not change to alkaline food that we are providing, so that can prevent the disease can come from the impairment of the body system. Okay, so we are advising you to prevent the disease, not to welcome the disease with your own money. If you are spending 50 ringgit for the processed food, okay, at the end of the day, when you have a constipation or when you have an ulceritis, okay, when you have ulcerative colitis is a type of disease, irritable bowel syndrome, okay, because of processed food, because of chemicals. So you need to spend thousands and thousands of money for the medications, for the scope, for the treatment and all those things. So please switch to alkaline food, so that you could able to prevent all type of diseases. It can be caused by chemicals or toxins. Okay, so now this is the part that I would like to focus on. As I say, Ganoderma already provide carbohydrate, already provide protein, already provide fatty acids. When we say proteins as also amino acids. Your DNA means our DNA. It's we call as nucleotides. All these nucleotides are our proteins as well, okay, which is the nucleosides. Okay, so when we are taking proteins, eventually the building block of proteins, it will repair the DNA. The best part of DXN, that what I've been read through or hereby by the experts saying it, or the articles that I've read through, okay, it works at the cellular level. As I said, from one cell, it into tissue. From tissue, it goes into the organ. From organ, it goes to the system. So that particular RGGL and also this enzyme theory, it goes into the cellular level and repair the membrane of the cell. Okay, it repairs the small organelle of the cell. So maybe if I would able to have a time later on, I could able to share how a picture of a cell looks like, how a damaged cell looks like. Okay, that will be give her a very brief picture. If it is inflamed, how a cell looks like. So our DXN product, it eventually goes into the single cellular level to repair the cell. When the cell is repaired or it is replaced, eventually the system will be repaired. Eventually the organ will be repaired, and eventually the system can be function properly. Okay. So enzymes. Enzyme is the one cause of most imbalance to be happen. Okay. So people might think that, okay, enzyme is only needed for the digestive process, but no. Most of the metabolism or most of the chemical composition or chemical reaction happens in our body. Maybe it could be happen in liver, it could be happen in kidney, it could be happen in our gallbladder, it could be happen in a bladder. Okay, so all these are regulated by enzyme. Okay, we have almost like a few hundred thousands of enzymes. Okay, some of these enzymes need a microbiome or microorganisms in our stomach to produce it. If we do not have that particular microbiome to produce these enzymes, we can't able to get enzymes from our normal food. So that is the reason why we have morinzyme, which is fermented food. You can Google about morinzyme, how it is fermented. We have morinzy, the super fermented and been added with rosal, and it is very good for the hormone circulations. It's very good for the constipation. So, and we have cordipine. Okay, the cordipine has a very good impact towards the enzyme production, the microbiome enhancement. Okay, so spirulina, okay, it has multiple component, which it has vitamin A, it has B1, B6, B12. Okay, so all these act as a coenzyme to produce the enzyme. So this enzyme is needed for nerve function, needed for the proper digestion, needed for the proper production of insulin. So that is the reason when we have lack of enzyme, because we won't eat proper food. So a digestive system is interrupted. When a digestive system is interrupted, so basically your pancreas will damaged. Okay, when pancreas is damaged, it can't able to release insulin. Okay, because when we are pumping in a lot of sugar, it has to work hard. The pancreas, like a leaf shape, it has to work hard to produce more insulin. At one point of time, it will be shut down to produce insulin. Like for example, when you are driving a car and you are not servicing your car for more than 10 years, what happened to your engine? It was shut down, right? At one point of time. Exactly the same thing. Our body function as an engine as well. So when it is exhausted, the pancreas can't able to produce insulin. So eventually it will lead to diabetic. But when we are giving RG-gel spirulina, we are repairing the pancreas cells, the organ of the pancreas, so that it could able to produce slowly, naturally the enzyme, so that we could able to reverse back the diabetic. Okay, that is what we are calling the DXN product are work at this cellular level. So we can reverse diabetic. It's not that the condition we cannot reverse diabetic, but the same thing that I would like to point it out, your health, it's your responsibility. It's not only you need to take your DXN product, but in terms of the food, You really need to be careful what can be taken, what cannot be taken. So that's why we will focus on both. Yes, we are giving superb nutritional food. At the same point of time, you should be consciously aware what type of food that you are consuming every day. What you are giving to your children, what you are giving to your parents, what you are giving to your grandparents, what you are taking. That also important. Okay. So then we move into the green theory. Okay. So green theory normally will focus on the spirulina because spirulina eventually green color. So our spirulina are specially made by Dr. Lim. So he has done a research on variety of species of spirulina, and he has picked up the most vigilant and the most complete species from the variety of species that he has done a research. So, and this spirulina, if anyone has been went to the Kedah farm, so it's a pond that we have under the sunlight. Okay, it will produce naturally spirulina. There is no chemical composition, no pesticides, no herbicides. Okay, so it will go into the lab so that we could able to identify the completeness of the spirulina growth. Then once it's analyzed, then it will go into production. So it naturally comes from the sunlight produced spirulina. We are not cultivating it in a closed area. We are cultivating it under the sunlight. Okay, so that we could able to naturally produce the spirulina. Okay, when you're talking about spirulina, one of the things that I would like to share is your red blood cell. In our body, we have a billion of cells which is circulating in our part. But red blood cell is the component which will carry oxygen, which will carry your nutrition. These two things. Okay, each and every cell of your body need these two, oxygen and also nutrition. Okay, so if you do not have these, then you will have your malnutrition. Malnutrition is not only underweight, but overweight also it's a malnutrition. Okay, so this red blood cell, it will be circulating in your blood vessel. It goes to everywhere. One single red blood cell, it will take 120 days. Then it has to be breakdown. Okay, so when it has to be breakdown, okay, it will send to the spleen for the decomposition. It will break, okay, by macrocytes, okay, and it in the process of phagocytosis, and it will break. Certain component will go to liver, and that liver will do detoxification like biliverdin. Okay, it will goes to liver and liver will detoxify. Okay, and it also stimulate kidney to produce hormones. When kidney produce the hormones, and our bone marrow will produce new hemoglobin. But if our hemoglobin is not complete, our hemoglobin something like this, okay, biconcave shape. Hemoglobin is the only cell that doesn't have nucleus. Look into the part how God created our one single cell. Why? Okay, what we learn in our science, every cell has a nucleus. Am I right? The one and only cell doesn't have nucleus is hemoglobin. Okay, why it doesn't have nucleus in our hemoglobin? Because God has created hemoglobin so that it can carry the oxygen. Why it doesn't have nucleus? Because the red blood cell has to have enough space to carry full nutrition to all over the body. Okay, not only single part of it, all over the body. Your heart will pump blood. From the pump blood, it will goes to all over the body from your head to toe. So it has to have a capacity to produce enough nutrition. But where the nutrition come from? From your food. If your food doesn't have nutrition, it's such a waste of God created a space in a hemoglobin, because you're not giving enough nutrition. Okay, it's supposed to be 100% nutrition to be carried by red blood cell, but eating bread, eating refined sugar, eating donuts, eating a lot of cracks, okay, you only can able to give 10% of a composition to give nutrition to your body. So your body has to struggle to get nutrition within the cells, within the interstitial tissue. That's how your cells are get damaged. Okay. So that is the important theory. Okay, so apart from the food nutrition, okay, everyone has to be pretty enough, right? So I'm sweating a lot, so because I think it's a hot weather. Okay, so for everyone has to have a pretty face. So in DXN also we have a lot of cosmetic product, which is with the various composition. We have soap, we have gunner oil. Okay, we have a body foam, we have lotion. Okay, and we have facial cream as well. So you could able to internally healthy and externally beauty. Okay, so that is on the cosmetic part of it. Okay, so now everybody is asking a question: who can take vaccine? Okay, the same question people will be asking: who can take DXN product? Okay, my question is everyone from the born to the end of our life could able to take our DXN product. Start from the pregnant woman, school children, married couples, sick people, infant, teenagers, seniors, everyone, as long as you are human being, you can consume